What's up guys, the name's Zalow Music, and today we're actually back for an unboxing video. This isn't a lie. It's not a short either. It's a proper unboxing video. Because when was the last time I did an unboxing video? Oh. That long ago. Alright, so today, obviously we always got to start off with a mystery, right? Even though it's on the goddamn thumbnail. It's always good to have a bit of mystery. So, today's unboxing is a bit of a unique one that I've been keeping my eye on for a while now. But I always wanted a specific sort of statue for this particular series, you know? There was quite a lot that came out, but again, price range and all that were like... And then eventually, you know, worked my butt off cleaning dishes, making food,
so
pulling
good
nets,
and tasty.
Working in a sweatshop, all of the above, just to get this one guy, and this guy's gonna look pretty good. Also, like, surprisingly enough, when I opened this, when I saw it, just the box itself, like, we can look on the sides. We can look on the top, we can look on the bottom, nothing. It's literally just a cardboard box that I can actually throw out afterwards. And that actually makes me pretty hyped, because I'm looking at the image right now, it's just a piece of paper. Anyway, do you want to know how, like this is a pretty standard sized box. Guess what it came in? This box we're unboxing came in this fucking thing. Look at this shit. It's damn huge. I was like, damn. I didn't think the statue was gonna be that big. Like, obviously, I read the measurements and stuff, but like, seriously, look. Put it on its side. Obviously, the paper's sticking it out, but look at the size comparison. You got this.
That's quite big.
Which is like
Impressive.
There's my arms. There's my hand. There's the other hand, and then we take it out. And it's this. Now, obviously, it's time for the big reveal. It's Shin Godzilla! That's right. I finally got myself a statue of Shin Godzilla. Or Godzilla 2016, whichever you want to prefer. So this I've been waiting for a bit, because this boy is so pretty penny. Ooh, pop it up on the screen. Yeah, it's pretty. You know, it's about the same as Epo. It's the same as Epo actually. But yeah. That's pretty much it. Like, the box got no features as we saw before. It's literally just this. So I can actually put the statue out, not have to worry about collecting the box up there like with Joe and Epo. No, this one's getting fucking yeeted. Anyway, it's time for the actual it's time for it's unboxing time. Cue the clip.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid.
It's a letter from our friends.
Okay, so let's get our nice scissors out. Let's open this bad boy up. Oh, very clean cut. Very clean cut. It's a cardboard box. You guys don't care if I just destroy it, do you? Nah, it should be fine. There's no fanciness to the box. It's literally just cardboard. So it should be fine if we just rip it open. That's good, that's good. There we go. Nice and easy. Alright. Let's get him out of his box. Okay, so we got like stand. Oh, so he gets a little stand for his tail. That's very cute. Gets a little stand for his tail. Ain't that nice? Very cool. Alright. So here's our... Alright, so I think we're gonna need our little scissors. So, while I do this, obviously, actually, you can't tell. There's a small little sort of poster that I got years ago of a Godzilla versus Mothra for Christmas. And ever since then, I've always loved Godzilla. Sadly didn't get the chance to see -1 Godzilla because of a lot of other commitments. But yeah, this Shin Godzilla is something I've absolutely fallen in love with since 2016 actually. I remember, well, 26, like I saw the trailers, right? I saw the trailers and it had like this is made by one of the like creators of Evangelion. I'm like, oh, okay, so what the fuck is Godzilla gonna become like an angel or something? No, but he is gonna become Death Incarnate, and that's pretty sweet. But yeah, I've loved the concept of Godzilla, of like his many mutations, of like him going up the cycles. I love that idea of just him learning and then evolving from the attacks by the humans and all that. All right, that should be it, boys. I think he's free. Oh, let's get you out of there. That's his tail stand. He needs that to be supported by his family. Godzilla ain't got no family, so this all the support he getting. All right, boys, let's lift him up. Look at him. Pretty decent size, actually. Probably the size of Venom. Actually, yeah, around the size of the Venom. All right, let's get him out of here. Yo! Yo! That's it! Bro, look at the colors! That's insane! I know what, with obviously with Epo's video last time, I didn't really give you guys like proper close-ups because I was fucking around with the other camera. This time I'll actually take proper close-ups. Just still images that we can put on the side here, or covering the whole screen. Either or. Anyway, bro. Oh my god, this is insane looking. Look at him! That's sick. Why has he got like 1 foot taped? Is this like the stand foot? Oh, excuse me, Godzilla. I need to untape your foot. Yeah, he's literally got a taped up foot. Oh, buddy, did you hurt your foot on the way here? Oh my god, bro. Like, look at this. Oh my god. The coloring is my favorite part. Because you can see all like the volcanic like skin he has in between from his tail to his chest. Like, he's definitely like just like come out of his like skin and everything. The tail's insane. What else do we got here? We've got, oh yes, the awesome part. So obviously getting a close-up, but right here we have his original form. So in Shin Godzilla, Godzilla starts from the tail and then slowly evolves upwards, and then we get like the goofy ass Godzilla. But he started off with starting as the tail, and on the tail you can clearly see a smaller face that is got even smaller teeth on the inside of it. That's I'm a sucker for detail, and when you've got stuff like minuscule, like a tinier jaw of good words, a tinier section, a tinier row of teeth within the actual tail itself above like an outstretched mouth. So sick. And then you've got like the plating on his back and everything, all individually sort of painted, with it starting off as like a silver sort of a texture and painting, then it goes to like a purple sort of coloring, and then finally black because it's outstretched. And that's pretty much the sort of coloring system that they've used from the tip of the tail all the way up to the back to the top of his head, which is really cool. Now if we like face his front, then you've got like a similar sort of painting. So in the back of his gullet, like in the back of his throat, he's got this silver coating of paint and then it outstretches to his different rows of teeth to where it gets the purple coloring, and then finally when it reaches to his like the side of his mouth and everything, then you've got like the red coloring and painting to really show these outstretching his mouth, and that it's covered in like his old skin, like blood basically, because like that's all the red is. It's like his blood pumping through the energy. Basically, as illustrated on the box, is that we've got our boy shooting out his plasma beam straight forward, as well as his tail. Now, obviously, you can't have, well, you probably could have a beam like come out as an accessory. So I love this scene in particular because it's very close to the OST that they have, the scene with the OST that they have called "Who Will Know." When I heard that piece, I was blown away by this idea of these are the inner thoughts of Godzilla himself being performed by this beautiful choir of people and this orchestral piece of asking for sympathy, but also acknowledging the threat that he is to the entire world. It blew me away. Like, to this day, that piece is still in the back of my mind constantly, like as an inspiration or just as like a downtime thing that I listen to, because it's such a beautiful piece of just emotion and display of this creature that was birthed by a nuclear weapon as well as nature itself. If we're going along with that theory. And then, obviously, if we're going along with that theory, then we have the Evangelion, like how he would evolve with, like, spoilers for the end of Shin Godzilla, but eventually his tail starts to mutate even more to his fifth form. And that is when the smaller soldiers that are like mini Godzillas, but more humanoid, would have come off his tail and started to take over. And then eventually, I'll just put the image up here. He becomes like this angel being, like omnipotent force that just swallows the world in the pre-planning. You can't do that in an entire film, so we'll just deal with the concept art and stuff. We'll show you the concept art and stuff of this man becoming this fearsome, omnipotent thing, this force, this angel, this crazy Evangelion creature. But yeah, there's so much more that I want to talk about as well. We have the eyes. I've always loved the tiny, tiny eyes of Shin Godzilla. And you can clearly see them on display here, where it's just a white eye and then like a black pupil. So the black pupil is always staring and like never looking away. And it's currently facing both left and right at the same time from both angles. It doesn't look like he's particularly looking at anyone. It's that his eyes are both looking at all of his surroundings at a singular time, which is such a cool idea. And then we've got like the chest cavity and everything. We can see that is like because of the purple is what's representing that like the beam is charging up and everything. What's funny is when I'm looking here directly, it looks like a nice sort of just shiny sort of darker purple, right? But when I'm looking at the camera right now, you guys are seeing like a very bright sort of energetic color scheme, which is great because that really, from the camera's perspective, it really does look like there's beams sort of being charged up out of this statue, and that's fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. You got like all the individual teeth, like Godzilla, and like they're all like their own individual piece, so you got to be like very delicate, but their own individual sort of like gum sort of placement and everything, that they're like so tiny that like they wouldn't be used to chomp on anything, obviously, because I don't think Godzilla actually munches on anything during the film, but I feel like they'd be sharp enough in context of the movie that they could pierce, but nothing for ripping and tearing, as it's never come across a threat that would require it. He's only come across humans, which he is able to deal with through his plasma breath. Then you have like the tiny little T-Rex claws, of course. Very cool. Like each individually sharpened, got a bit of a point to it on the touch. And then you've got like a really cool detail where it's like, obviously his feet have claws and everything, but you've got technically like 1, 2, 3, 4, about like 4 to 5 toes on it. But on individual piece, you've got a little jagged parts outstretched. So if he evolves further, then there's more that could come out of him, sort of implying a further evolution, which is really sick. And then it's so fucking cool. Like, look at this boy. He stands perfectly fine, honestly. So I'm wondering what this could. Maybe it just gives it more support. I'm sure. So we finally gave Godzilla the extra support that he definitely needed. But my boy was standing quite fine. But now he's actually got his tail lifted off the ground, so it looks like he's on his the tips of his toes, which is again a really cool scene. So like if we shuffle it around so it's like that, you can still sort of see it, but like it's very cool. Very cool. Yeah. I love that it's just like look at that. That's such a sick, just his mouth agape like that and open. Alright guys, I think that's where we'll wrap it up. This is one of the coolest statues that I own now. Definitely from the painting, from the texturing on it, like the sharpness of the spikes, the story that it tells. I always love a statue that can tell a story based on like either like an action scene that's happening, or based on just like the characteristics of the character and the way they're structuring and modeling the statue itself. Like, again, the box printed the picture of him shooting the beam. This is clearly Godzilla shooting a beam from both his mouth and his tail, from the lighting up the back, shooting his plasma beam out. It's really sick. Again, words describing my excitement for this piece. Sick as hell. Like, alright. For like size comparison and everything, this is Godzilla right next to Venom. About the same. So Miles comes out on top with the tail, but definitely, obviously, because of the tail and like all this empty space, there's a bit of like comparison. But Venom's like tall upright, while Godzilla's tall. Wow. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll definitely be up for another unboxing soon. If you look in the background, maybe you can see what I'll be unboxing next. Don't show! Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments below, like, if you're gonna pick this up, or, like, if you're interested in Shin Godzilla at all. I'd love to see who's fans of Shin Godzilla and everything, because it's such a great movie. It really hit the nail on the head for, like, what I wanted to see out of the trailers, specifically, and, like, just the... like, all the action that was happening within the film itself. And, like, again, people can be turned off by the political side of things, because a lot of that movie is the politics of Japan and how they would accurately deal with Godzilla based on, like, their funding, the government issues, and everything like that. And, of course, Godzilla in 2016 was a sort of reference / correlation to, I believe it was the tsunami that happened in Japan during that time, and because Godzilla to the Japanese audience is a reflection of natural disasters / things that happened in Japan. But Godzilla can also be seen as a hero. Obviously, in this instance, he is not seen as a hero. He's seen as a force of nature and a nuclear weapon. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's time for the cringy outro. Alright, guys, as always, keep the peace later and have a good day. See ya!